When the days are never ending, when the nights are feeling lonely, there's a place that I can go where the birds are free to roam. In the sky, flying high over fields of green. And where the stars inside the sky, where the last one's shining bright, pushing through the storm tonight, we'll be burning on and on and on. Where the stars inside the sky, where the last one's shining bright, pushing through the storm tonight, we'll be burning on and on and on.
Hello Gemini, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 14th of October until the 21st of October 2019. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Nine of Swords. Your experience of the world is greatly influenced by our expectations, desires, and fears, and therefore you are largely the creator of your own world, and your attitudes determine how you experience that world. The Nine of Swords can also reflect fear of the future, or what may possibly happen in the future. If you allow yourself to be bound by fear of the future, you are at risk of eventually creating a negative reality for yourself by virtue of your expectations. Your nightmare becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy, which is clearly not a desirable outcome. Generally, this card is an indication that you are worrying excessively about a situation. You are literally being kept up at night because you are so anxious about a particular issue. It is possible you are working yourself up unnecessarily, and, if you were to look at the situation more objectively, you may come to realize that it is not as bad as you are making it out to be. In fact, all that worry and despair is what is making it worse, so rather than fretting about it, do something to change it. Although most people experience fear, frustration and uncertainty at some point in their lives, you should not allow those negative emotions to immobilize you or keep you from pursuing your goals with enthusiasm and hope. Expect at least some level of uncertainty in the future, and draw upon your inner strength to remain as flexible and adaptable to that uncertainty as possible. The Nine of Swords can also indicate that you are being incredibly hard on yourself, putting yourself down or engaging in negative self-talk. For every mistake you make, you blame yourself and become worked up and angry at yourself for messing up again. So, ask yourself why you are being so hard on yourself. How are you putting yourself down, or what is the source of your depression? What can you do to make yourself feel better? The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Four of Swords. What do you want most right now is a period of rest and recovery after a time of challenge, with the promise that, once recovered, you can and will return to the challenge. In the meantime, the Four of Swords provides a new challenge, to stay silent and inactive. This is the time to build up your mental strength. Meditate and spend time in a calm atmosphere. You need to replenish your strength and spend time in spiritual thinking. You need to rest and relax. The Four of Swords is a reminder that after every crisis and before every new challenge, there is always a time of relaxation and contemplation. Constant stress and tension will break even the hardest and most resilient of people, but brief periods of rest enable you to refresh your energy, concentration and focus, ready for the next challenge. These rests should be used wisely, to heal the body and ready the mind. The Four of Swords is also a sign that you can stop worrying, put down your defenses and take a breather from the chaos around you. For the moment there is a truce and you can catch your breath without being attacked again. However, bear in mind that a truce and peace are not the same thing. The Four of Swords is a guarantee that challenges will return to your life as soon as you are ready to face them, so make the most of the stillness and quiet you have earned, but never lose sight of the fact that the battle is not yet over, and that there is still work to be done. This card suggests that now is the time to rest from some difficult times, perhaps the trauma of breakup or departure, relationship or family problems, financial and health worries, stress and conflict. Take a break. This is also not the time to make decisions, particularly when you are at your most vulnerable. In a practical sense, the Four of Swords is an indicator that you need to have some time out from your current circumstances, to reflect and review your progress so far. This is a good time to reevaluate and reassess your priorities. It is almost like conducting your own post-implementation review following a major milestone or a major challenge. Create some time and space to reflect on what has worked well, what has not worked well, and what you need to change for the future. Pausing for reflection after each major challenge will position you well for success in the future. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Two of Wands. You may be afraid to step out into unknown territories, despite the huge growth potential, instead preferring to stay with what is familiar to you. The trouble is your growth is currently being stunted in your present environment and your world has become too small for you. It is time to bring your attention back to your original goal and understand the beneficial impact of taking a risk and stepping out into the bigger world around you. You need to start organizing your long-term goals and prioritizing what is important to you and what you really want to achieve. At the moment, it may seem that you want so many things but you have not thought these through enough to make them a reality. Start at the beginning again and meditate on what is important to you and what motivates and drives you. Look at where your passions are, and then start planning how you will achieve these goals. You have overlooked some important details related to your plan for the future. You may have been moving full steam ahead but have recently hit a roadblock due to lack of planning. You may also be overconfident about your success, overlooking the things that matter most. Or, you may be losing your passion associated with your goal and are becoming easily bored and demotivated. It is essential that you reignite that passion, or start again with something you feel more inspired about. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Ten of Swords. You may feel powerless as something comes to a crashing and sudden end, and you feel as if you are being attacked or backstabbed by someone else. You may even use this challenging time to portray yourself as a martyr, to show that you have put your interests last but have suffered as a result. There is a difficult experience of endings, loss, pain or release. However, the saving grace is that you have a new awareness and a positive sense of relief that the difficulty and pain will soon be over and will evolve into something new. As with all endings, there will be a new beginning, a rebirth, and a rejuvenation of the spirit. So, while this card may seem negative at first glance, it is a card of help and an indication that your troubles will not be permanent. Furthermore, this is the final moment, and no more pain will come to you from that source. It is darkest before the dawn, and as gloomy as it looks, the sun will rise again. It can only get better from here. The Ten of Swords is about letting go and accepting your current circumstances. You no longer resist change but allow it to happen, even if it causes some initial pain and hurt to you. You accept that there must be change in order to facilitate renewal, and you allow it to occur rather than fighting it. After a painful situation, it is a signal to pick yourself up off the ground and to reflect upon what happened to you and why, and what you can learn from the experience. The Ten of Swords is a sign that the pain and hurt you have endured has not gone without purpose. The positive power within you can be used to learn from your pain and draw wisdom from defeat. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Seven of Pentacles. You are afraid that your efforts may be scattered at this time, and you are starting to question whether or not you are investing in the right areas. You may be outlaying some initial money on things that will not actually deliver results. So, the opportunity here is to examine your current and planned investments, both financial and time, and make sure that you are going to see a return on those investments. Use a prioritization system to ensure that you do not waste time and money on areas that will not deliver results. Similarly, the Seven of Pentacles indicates that even though you may continue to invest a lot of energy into a specific situation, you may not reap the rewards you are looking for. As such, this card calls on you to prioritize your activities very carefully. You need to do a cost-benefit analysis on the major tasks involved to bring your project to fruition, as there are certainly a number of tasks that are currently taking a lot of your time and energy but are not bearing the rewards you are seeking. Take stock of what you still need to do and focus only on those things that will get you to where you want to be. You may find that there are a lot of things that you get involved in that are just not value-add. For example, email and meetings are huge time wasters if not used effectively. Try to get down to the 20% of tasks that deliver 80% of the value, and focus on these, rather than investing your time in tasks that do not deliver any results. As a key strength, the Seven of Pentacles can indicate that you know when to stop investing in something when you are seeing little return. Some people are inclined to keep persevering at something, even if it is not working out, just because they have already invested a lot of time, energy or money into it. However, you are very good at identifying when a situation is no longer delivering you any value and knowing when to pack it in and try something else. In a relationship reading, the Seven of Pentacles indicates that you have been working very hard on laying the foundations for your relationship, but now, for some reason, you are concerned that you are going to lose all of that. You may also be feeling frustrated that the relationship is not progressing or growing as quickly as you had hoped, particularly given that you have put in so much time and energy. Sometimes you can pour your heart and soul into something, but it does not always mean that there will be results. You may come to the realization that it just is not worth your time, and no matter how much you try, the relationship is going to continue to hit roadblocks. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Queen of Wands. You have to be bold and courageous in your undertakings and actions. Your creative energies are high and you have a good sense of your life direction. You are highly optimistic, confident and full of ideas that you are ready to implement and share with others. You have an ability to express your passions with great authenticity and courage. The Queen of Wands is a natural extrovert and enjoys being the center of attention. She creates a powerful first impression and is a likable individual who makes friends easily by being sweet, warm and charming. She wants to be known, to be someone. She has bountiful social and professional networks, and she draws people to her with her charisma and positive energy. She radiates health and vitality and has an inner vibrancy that fills her with ongoing energy and inspiration. This queen is a natural-born, intelligent leader who actively inspires others. She can be quite the mover and shaker, influencing others through her vision, courage and determination. She instills confidence within you and gives you the power and self-assurance that you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. The negative side to the Queen of Wands is that she can sometimes be stubborn, particularly if she pursues an ambition or goal for too long and burns herself out in the process. Even the Queen of Wands is not invincible, even if she thinks she is. At times, she may also be deceptive, overbearing, irritable, righteous and even tyrannical, particularly if you get on her bad side. She also has a fiery, passionate personality with a quick temper. She may be known to get all worked up, yell and scream, and then give you a hug, all within the space of an hour. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Orphaned. We were all meant to have connections with other people, within our families, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize when being a part of rather than separate from is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging, and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. There is a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.